Philosophies Revived.
Welcome back, everyone. In today's episode, we're diving into the life and lessons of one of the most enigmatic figures in history, Miyamoto Musashi. This legendary samurai turned philosopher not only mastered the art of the sword, but also conquered an enemy far more elusive and universal, our own anxieties. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by invisible pressures or fears, you're in the right place. Stick around as we slice through these challenges, inspired by Musashi's timeless strategies. Let's get into the mind of a warrior and see how we can apply his lessons to battle our modern-day anxieties. Defining the opponent anxiety. Anxiety can often feel like a shadowy figure lurking in our minds, unseen yet palpable. Its presence looms over us, shaping our emotions and actions. But what exactly is this formidable foe? Anxiety is more than just worry or fear. It's a complex condition that can dictate how we live our lives. It's unpredictable, overwhelming, and often invisible, making it a tricky opponent to combat. Yet, Miyamoto Musashi, a man who faced literal life and death situations, managed to view anxiety not as an invincible monster, but as an adversary worthy of understanding and confronting. Just as Musashi analyzed his dual opponents meticulously, he teaches us to dissect our fears. By defining anxiety not as an all-powerful force, but as a known entity with weaknesses and patterns, we transform it from an undefeatable phantom into something tangible that we can tackle. Let's learn from Musashi and start by naming our anxiety, understanding its triggers, and preparing our minds to handle it, just as we would prepare for any of life's challenges. Musashi's mental mastery. Miyamoto Musashi's life was steeped in conflict and peril, yet he remained a figure of formidable mental and physical strength. His secret? A relentless commitment to mastering his mind. Musashi believed that the battles fought within the confines of one's mind were as crucial as the physical duels fought with swords. This philosophy drove him to develop strategies not just for combat, but for conquering the internal turmoils like anxiety and fear. By viewing these mental battles through the lens of his samurai duels, Musashi approached anxiety with the same tactical precision and strategic planning as he would an opponent in battle. He knew that understanding the terrain, our own minds, was crucial. This meant acknowledging fears, recognizing triggers, and, importantly, developing a mental discipline strong enough to keep anxiety at bay. Musashi's writings suggest that he viewed these internal struggles as opportunities for growth and learning. By employing a combination of keen awareness, preparation, and self-reflection, he managed to maintain mental clarity amid chaos. His approach teaches us that by cultivating a disciplined and reflective mind, we can face any internal adversary with confidence and poise. Strategy over fear. How do you outmaneuver something as intangible as anxiety? Musashi's answer lay in strategy. Just as a samurai prepares for battle by understanding the terrain and the enemy, we can apply the same meticulous planning to our mental battles. Consider anxiety as a predictable opponent whose moves can be anticipated and countered. For instance, if public speaking sparks anxiety, strategize by preparing thoroughly, know your material inside out, anticipate questions, and practice your delivery. Apply this to everyday anxieties. If certain situations or tasks at work trigger stress, prepare for them as Musashi would for a duel by planning your approach, organizing your resources, and mentally rehearsing your actions. This proactive approach turns the tables on anxiety, shifting it from an overwhelming force to a manageable challenge that can be dissected and understood. Through preparation and strategy, anxiety becomes less like a foreboding shadow and more like a puzzle that, with the right pieces, can be solved. Musashi's technique of detailed preparation and keen insight into his opponent's tactics can inspire us to look at our anxieties as challenges that are not only manageable, but also conquerable with the right strategies. Solitude as a weapon. Musashi's numerous years spent in solitude were not merely periods of isolation, but strategic retreats for sharpening his mind and spirit. In today's fast-paced world, the idea of solitude might seem daunting, yet it holds immense power. In solitude, Musashi found the clarity that comes from uninterrupted reflection. This practice allowed him to engage deeply with his thoughts, confronting and controlling them, instead of allowing them to control him. We can use solitude similarly as a strategic tool. By setting aside dedicated times for solitude, we create space to deal with our anxieties head-on. This doesn't mean you need to go on a retreat in the mountains, although that sounds amazing, but rather find moments in your day or week where you can be alone with your thoughts. Use this time to meditate, reflect on your experiences, or simply breathe and be present. Solitude provides a unique opportunity to reset our mental state, offering a break from the constant noise of our daily lives. It allows us to better understand our fears, strategize against them, and build mental resilience. Embrace solitude not as a sign of withdrawal, but as a powerful weapon in your arsenal against anxiety. Living fully. Do not fear death, fear only the half-lived life. This powerful quote from Musashi goes to the heart of his philosophy. He didn't just survive, he thrived by fully engaging in every aspect of life, refusing to let fear dictate his actions. Living fully, according to Musashi, means engaging with life passionately and purposefully, without the shadows of fear and anxiety dimming our experiences. What does it mean to live fully? It's about diving into our passions, connecting deeply with those around us, and facing each day with vigor and enthusiasm. It's about making choices that align with our deepest values and desires, not those dictated by fear. By committing to live fully, we challenge the anxieties that urge us to play it safe and small. We learn to navigate life's ups and downs with courage, just as Musashi did, turning our daily experiences into a canvas for personal expression and fulfillment. Living fully is the ultimate rebuke to anxiety. It's choosing to dance in the rain rather than waiting for the storm to pass. Practical steps. Let's get practical and talk about how we can actively apply Musashi's strategies to our everyday battles with anxiety. It starts with setting aside time for self-reflection. This could be a daily meditation session where you observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, or perhaps a weekly journaling routine where you write down your anxieties and the triggers associated with them. Through consistent practice, you begin to understand your anxiety better, turning it from a vague threat into a known quantity. Next, let's talk preparation. If anxiety strikes at the thought of upcoming challenges, be it a work presentation, a personal project, or social engagements, prepare for these as meticulously as Musashi would for a duel. Break down each challenge into smaller, manageable tasks. Plan your time effectively, and rehearse possible outcomes. Preparation builds confidence and reduces the fear of the unknown, allowing you to handle situations with a calm demeanor. Finally, commit to regular practice. Musashi didn't become a master samurai overnight. It took years of dedicated practice. Treat your strategies against anxiety the same way. Regularly practicing mindfulness, preparation, and reflection builds a strong mental foundation, making you resilient against the pressures of daily life. Acceptance and progress. Musashi embraced the concept of continuous improvement and the acceptance of life's fleeting nature. He saw each day as an opportunity to surpass the limitations of the previous day, a perspective that can profoundly impact how we handle anxiety. By setting small, achievable goals, we can make daily progress against the anxieties that hold us back. Each small victory is a step forward in the lifelong journey of self-improvement. Embrace the impermanence of life by focusing on what you can control today without getting overwhelmed by the uncertainties of tomorrow. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means recognizing and adapting to life's ever-changing conditions. This mindset not only helps in managing anxiety, but also enriches your life, allowing you to experience the present more fully and with greater peace. Your victory. Sharing a personal story. Starting this channel was both a dream and a challenge. The excitement of each new video upload was often overshadowed by anxiety driven by viewer statistics. It was Musashi's teachings that reminded me that the real battle was within. By shifting focus from outcomes to the process, honing my craft, and connecting genuinely with my audience, I began to manage my anxiety more effectively. This shift didn't erase the anxiety completely, but changed how I interacted with it, turning it from a roadblock into a guidepost for continuous self-improvement. This approach has not only helped grow the channel, but also transformed the process into a source of joy and personal pride. Your victories over anxiety can mirror this process. By applying Musashi's strategies, you can transform your approach to life's challenges, focusing on growth and mastery rather than fear and hesitation. Today, we've journeyed through Miyamoto Musashi's philosophy and discovered powerful strategies for tackling anxiety. His wisdom teaches us that with understanding, strategy, and courage, no internal battle is insurmountable. Remember, it's not about eliminating anxiety completely, but learning to manage and grow from it. As we continue to apply these lessons, let's stride forward with the confidence of a samurai, ready to turn our challenges into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Musashi's approach to conquering anxiety. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our journey through history's greatest minds. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's support each other in our battles against anxiety. Until next time, keep sharpening your mind, and remember, every day is a chance for a new victory. See you in the next video.